Hi guys, it's Lyra. This is Obviously Dreadful. Obviously, I have a head full of dreads and quite a lot to say. Many opinions, most of them unpopular ones. If you're new, stick around, have a chat. Maybe we can be friends. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you. Hi guys, happy Saturday. How are you? I hope that your week was good and that your weekend has started well, that everybody is safe and happy and healthy, and of course, all the good things. So first things first, before we even get started this evening, I wanted to just absolutely initiate a trigger warning. So if you are sensitive to topics of, and I'm going to put a list probably somewhere over here of words that YouTube probably wouldn't like me to say relating to the Duggars and such, then this may not be the video for you. I do understand. I completely respect that. And just know that you are in my heart and I wish you well. And I will see you on the next one. Absolutely, but I get it. So no worries there. Outside of that, we are going to just dive right in here as quickly as we can. I've been trying for hours to get this done. My internet that I pay way too much money a month for is giving me the biggest headache. So yeah, it's just been a good time. So anyways, I apologize. It's been a busy week. I'm still trying to finish up all the maintenance and stuff on my dreadlocks, trying to, homeschooling and all the fun things. Also, you all know the drill. If you hear playing in the background, I love a happy kid. So, I can't complain. I have to do what I have to do, and, I gotta be a mom. So, I'd rather hear my kids laughing than crying. And, I want them to know that they, he can live in his house. He can play. He doesn't have to and he doesn't have, that's just nonsense to me. But I do understand it may be disruptive to some people or bothersome. So again, if that is a problem as well, no hard feelings whatsoever. I completely get it. I absolutely respect it. But that's my take on that. Third thing before we get started is tonight's shirt is actually one of my very own first designs. So this one has some lips and it says big mouth, big truth, big facts, big freedom. I absolutely love it. I just finished up a ton more designs. I put some sneak peeks of those designs on my Twitter feed. So if you haven't seen them or you're not following me, I will put it up here. It's usually up in the intro as well, but it is ODreadfull. So at ODreadfull, 2 L's on the end of Dreadful. So yeah, check them out. I think you'll laugh at some of them. There's going to be a ton. So, all the good things, all the things you guys like to see, and you always tell me, oh, I like that shirt. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff is coming. So yeah, I had to order some to try, wanted to sample them, and I absolutely adore it. So with that being said, when we do get to 500, we are going to do a merch giveaway for that, again at 1,000. So there will be those giveaways coming up shortly, and I absolutely look forward to it. Now here we go. Again, trigger warning, my apologies, not trying to offend anybody. I just got to get it off my chest. You guys know how this goes. So I wanted my next video to be a Tom McDonald reaction. I thought I could avoid having to discuss Katie Joy for a bit, but of course, I should have known better, or maybe I should have just manifested better. I'm not sure, maybe both. And there's many things that we need to talk about regarding her, but I'm going to keep this specific video as much as I can to the Duggar stuff, but there's some other things from this week that we also need to discuss, so I will be making those videos, working on them this evening and tomorrow, and I will have them up sometime tomorrow throughout the day. So Okay, I feel like I just said so much, and I apologize. You know, I'm a talker to begin with, and I missed you guys terribly. I miss, you know, our interactions in the comments and all your insight and your positivity. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go through some of the posts that she has made. We're going to just go over those, and then she streamed earlier today. And I began to listen to it just to see, like, here we, you know, like, I'll get there in a minute. But anyway, she streamed, okay? So I started to listen to it, and I got literally about 1 minute and 30 seconds in, and I was like, oh, yeah, no, I can't do this. I'm not going to do it to myself. I'm going to give you my initial reaction. So, friends, even though I was going to talk about something completely different regarding her this evening, we're going to talk about her and the Duggars and all the stuff. And we're going to react to parts of her live stream that I didn't watch completely yet. I know the first 30 seconds had me wanting to bash my head off of a door. But, yeah. So I can't wait to see how I feel about it when we actually listen to it. So first we're going to go ahead and listen to, and I'm going to try to put shots of all of this over here somewhere for you guys, probably, or down, you know. Somewhere, okay? I'm always backwards in the camera. I don't know. Somewhere I'm going to try to put it. As long as my internet cooperates and everything works. We're going to look at some of her Instagram and Twitter posts. So if you are out of the loop, haven't seen, don't pay much attention, I don't blame you. So trust me, that's cool. Josh Duggar was arrested. That was just the other day, yesterday, day before, something like that. On charges of, I'm going to put the word here, but things not good things at all involving children, okay? So, you know, at this point, I mean, I can't comment completely on that because as of now, it's simply a charge, which means it's an allegation brought against him by the federal government. It was a federal indictment. But again, you're innocent until you're proven guilty in a court of law. So I'm not going to speak like the man is guilty. I have my own feelings on that. But I still will give him the same courtesy that I would give to absolutely anybody else. And that is that, you know, the government will be required to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt. And we'll see then when that's all said and done, you know, what the answer to that is, and then I can comment on that part of it further. Now, he has had some issues before, I'm trying to watch my words, regarding his sisters. And they went through some, I'll put the word here, some not so nice things with him. I don't really have words for that. My heart aches for children. That's a soft spot for me. And that's a trigger for me because I know how I adore being a mom, and I know how I would feel if my children were ever hurt or harmed. The person would be safer in jail than if I got the opportunity. We'll just put it that way. But allegedly. But yeah, so, but anyways, of course, that's a lot to deal with when you're a little kid. Of course, like, we can't even say that we know what it's like. We can't, unless you've been through it. Then you can, you know, relate on that level. And if you have, I am so sorry. You never deserved it. You never would deserve it. There's nothing that you could have done to deserve it. And just know that I know that you are so much more than that. You know, you don't have to sit under a label. You aren't damaged. You aren't, you're all the good things. And you know, you are stronger than probably anyone. So remember that. Remember how beautiful you are and how worthy you are and how deserving you are and how deserving you are of so much more and so much better. I'm sorry that it wasn't given to you then, but I hope for the remainder of your life that you remember that you are worth all the good things, everything good. everything positive. And yeah, so there's that. But soft spot, like I said, guys, so I apologize. But anyway, so it's a burden, okay? And it's a burden that, of course, given the way that family operates and things. Now, I'm not going to comment fully there because I'm not going to get into people's religion. They have the right to it. We live in a free country for now. No, it's not looking promising currently. So I'm not going to go there, okay? Not what this is about. My problem is these girls have been through a lot. They have traveled significant journeys. Jill, for example, has really tried to get past all of this, to break away from it, to do different, to do better, to make her life her own, to use some of her religion, but some of this and some of that, to create her own sense of family, her own sense of community, her own sense of security for her and her husband and her children. And I find it absolutely, and I'm going to say this again ahead of time, this is my opinion. My opinion is not fact. Feel free to do your own research. Yeah. But anyway, I find it absolutely abhorrent that someone would have the audacity, Katie, I'm talking to you, to cash in from the moment that this story broke, and we all know it won't stop, and you've made that basically clear in your live this evening. That's where I got, you guys you'll see in the first minute or so, you'll see. You don't have, I don't understand, well, I'll put it this way, because I don't understand how a person would think that they have the right to use the turmoil, tragedy, V word here, Vic, you see what I'm saying? I'll put it here, of others to profit off of. I don't understand it. And then to have the nerve to, it's one thing to be like, okay, I'm somebody that reports on this family. Here's what happened. It's a shame, blah, 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 blah. But that's not how you come at it. And I don't get it. These girls have had to relive these things so many times. And you, anytime that you can bring it up, you do. You couldn't have been happier than when this occurred. It was like dollar signs ringing in one of those cartoon characters' eyes. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't understand it. But anyway, we'll go through some of her posts. So, of course, she has to talk about, check this out. Remember, I told you guys that there was a fight between the Caldwells and the Duggars. Of course, she has to prop herself up like, I told you guys that there was a fight. And then, references their statements. Again, guys, I'll try to have that over here. I'm not going to try to read every single word because we have a lot to get through. And I already keep you guys long enough all the time. And I'm sorry about that. I really am. I am. I will try to make some of these videos shorter. This one's probably not going to be it. So then the next one, I mean, and this is the thing. It's not like she did a video or two to, discuss, okay, he was, arrested and then he was, arraigned or a post or two. No, this has been non-stop. So far, and there's probably more since, but so far when I checked earlier, already in the day and a half or whatever it's been since this occurred, she had 7 videos on YouTube. She's done multiple live streams on Instagram. She's done a live stream on YouTube. She's done a ridiculous amount of Twitter and Instagram posts. You have to stuff this much in those girls' faces? Like, who are you? But you're right. You're an advocate, right, Katie? You're an advocate. You want them to get better. You want things to be better for them. You're going after TLC that they need to cancel that Counting On show. Josh hasn't been on that show. He's not on that show. Why would you take the livelihood away from those girls? Maybe that's what they count on to survive. Did you ever think about that? Why are they going to be punished some more when they were already V word, guys? Make it make sense to me. If anybody can make it make sense to me, please do it down in the comments. As long as you're respectful, I'll listen to you, but I don't think I'm going to agree, but I'll hear you out. Okay. Then she says, and this is from Instagram. And again, guys, I'll try to have everything over here. And I am sorry if I'm loud. I apologize. It's kind of like growing up. You know, if you would hear the fire whistle go off, like we lived, you know, where we could really hear it, like in a little neighborhood. Like the city I live in has a ton of little neighborhoods. Each little neighborhood has its own name, you know, whatever. Okay. But like, let's say the fire whistle goes off, and let's say, you know, it's like 2 blocks from your house. You know, you always have those people that have to go watch. I was raised that you didn't do that. And you simply didn't do it because it would not be the right thing to do, to watch or, you know, use for your own curiosity, entertainment, whatever, the suffering or tragedy of someone else. And maybe I just still feel that way to this day because of that. But I appreciate that lesson from my parents as well. I mean, I'm sure everybody's different, and no shame if, you know, you were raised differently, or you view it differently. That, you know, that's something that everybody could look at differently. But so, I mean, that might play into my feelings on this, but it's excessive and it's absurd. But anyway, people thinking Josh Duggar will take a plea deal don't know Josh Duggar. I'm sorry, Katie. How many times have you hung out with him? How many times have you talked to him? Can you let us know? Could you get us a memo on that? I mean, I know that you think you're like the be-all, know-all, tell-all, end-all of the Duggar drama. And you just know everything. But come on now. I mean, anyway. Don't know Josh Duggar. The man has an ego and the arrogance the size of an Empire State Building. He smirked and laughed during the arraignment. He literally thinks he will get out of this. Expect this to go to trial. And then she says in her caption, Jim, and I'm only going to read what I can see from the screenshot. I'm not going to open it all Instagram up or anything. Jim Bob and Josh Duggar think they are smarter than everyone. He will never take the plea deal unless it's ridiculously easy. And then whatever else it says, who knows? I'm not going to her Instagram to find out because I don't care to find out. Do you understand what Anna's probably going through right now, Katie? Well, of course you don't, but do you care? No? Okay, good. Glad I answered that for myself too. Please don't answer. It was rhetorical. We already know the answer. Because your actions speak to the answer. Your actions never speak to advocacy. But can you imagine that the day that this happened, you're already in the public eye for everything. People are all over you all the time. I mean, you had Katie calling out her pregnancy before the poor girl even got to announce it herself. Anyway, pregnant with her 7th child, is now a single parent of what's going to be 7 children, is a stay-at-home parent, so isn't the one pulling in all this money. I mean, except for what she's probably getting paid from counting on that you're trying to take away from her. And so she can be punished for something that she didn't do. I'm really mad, guys. I really am. I am angry. I mean, this just... Okay. But anyway, so then you have somebody like you who has to throw it all in their face over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe he was smirking, Katie, because he was nervous. I don't know. Maybe he was smirking because he wanted to smirk. I don't know. Maybe he is innocent. We don't know. We don't have the proof. We don't have the information. Right now it's a charge. And right now, actually, according to the law, he is innocent until he's proven guilty in trial. And I can't believe I have to sit here and defend on a consistent basis the Duggars because of the nonsense that you engage in. And I'm not defending his actions in any way. If he did what he's accused of doing, then he needs to be found guilty in that court of law, and he needs to be sentenced and punished for those crimes, because those crimes are inexcusable as far as I'm concerned. The punishments for them are not harsh enough as far as I'm concerned. They need some kind of something that would be a permanent deterrent. I don't know. I mean, I have lots of ideas, but not anything that they would ever allow to happen. So that's something the law needs to deal with and look at. That's not what we're talking about here, though. I'm not talking about Josh. I don't want to talk about him because it makes my stomach sick. But I have to think about his sisters and his wife and his children, who don't need to be punished and further put the word here, guys, you know, the V word, demise, for things they didn't do and sufferings they've already been through and things they're working still through to this day. Again, just my opinion, though. Hey, what do I know? Katie knows better than everybody. Okay, so the next one, I mean, there's just so many. I won't read them all, guys, because I'll keep you here for 72 years and 2 days. Fun fact, Jim Bob Duggar asks young girls that visit his home to call him Uncle Jim, according to my source with direct knowledge. Okay, well, we're going to need a second confirmation on that, and we're going to need to know who your source is. Knowing what Josh is charged with, that just makes the fun fact even more creepy. I mean, you just have to find whatever you can to exploit it. Now, somebody in her comments did say, I noticed, that's what they do around, wherever down where they live, down whatever. And I mean, I know people that, that do that too. I mean, maybe not right away or whatever, but, not relevant. Stop dragging everybody else's name through the mud. If you want to drag a name through the mud, Josh. Stick to that. Quit making it about everybody else. Amy Duggar was forced into a lifetime NDA after she wanted to leave Counting On. She wanted to leave because Jim Bob Duggar never told her or her mom about Josh blanking, you'll see it, guys, his sisters, then exposed her to Josh. Jim Bob has allegedly used NDAs for years to hide Josh's crimes. I'm not even sure if you could legally have an NDA about something like that, quite honestly. I'm going to have to look into that. And we'll see. We'll see about that. But if that's the case, I mean, and she's telling you the things that are about this NDA, and then you're putting it all over the internet, then clearly she doesn't really have an NDA. I mean, I'm just saying. Just my opinion, just my 2 cents, but what do I know? But I'm going to look into that anyway, because it's something that I think we should validate. Sorry about that, guys. Brief cut. My son needed some help. My apologies. Okay, anyway, we're going to be in this for a little bit of the long haul, I can tell. My apologies ahead of time. I apologize. I'm going to get through it as quick as I can, but there's just some points that I really want to make because I just need to. And I have to react to some of that live stream, even if it's just the first few minutes. Okay, so next Instagram post. Oh, Michelle. Now, mind you, this has nothing, what's going on has nothing to do with her, but we're going to bring this back up. Michelle Duggar robocalls against LGBT protections. Oh, Michelle, if only you held the same energy for your child, word here, son, and you'll be able to see it, guys, as you do for your anti-LGBTQ BS, only full word. Imagine calling, I have this clipped out, so I don't know. Here's the thing, Katie. agree or disagree, okay? She has the right to think and feel how she wants to. She can push and exercise her First Amendment rights on what she thinks about that subject and how she feels about certain things regarding bathrooms or whatever it may be, whether it be sports like some people, etc., and so on. And people can hear them and choose to, agree or disagree. I mean, everybody doesn't have to think the same. She is entitled to her religious views. I don't ever see you attacking any other religion that doesn't share these beliefs either. So, again, and it has nothing to do with me. I don't agree with Michelle Duggar. Plain and simple. But that doesn't mean I don't respect her rights. Even Katie, Jed's new wife's brother, basically told you the same. People are entitled to have their opinions and their feelings and their whatever. Just like he would advocate for his side, they can advocate for theirs. It's okay to disagree. They're still respectful of each other. They were still kind. I mean, we're not going back down that road, guys. I've already done a video on it. But do you see what I mean? And I'm sorry that we live in this world all of a sudden where all of a sudden you can't. You have to think the same. If you don't think the same, if you don't agree, you're wrong. You're bad. You're this. You're that. What is that doing for anybody? We all have our rights for now. So I'm not going. We'll really be here all day. We won't turn this into that. I could do a whole video on this, and about 488,000, in my opinion, examples of Katie having total disregard for the fact that other people are allowed to have differing opinions and viewpoints. Plain and simple, they are. And as far as I'm concerned, I would rather want to know those viewpoints. I want to know what other people think. I want them to exercise their free speech, because that way I know, okay, hey, that's somebody I agree with, or that's somebody I disagree with, or that's somebody I think is an asshole, or that's somebody I think is racist, or that's somebody if people didn't say things out loud, you would never really know who you didn't want to be around, who you wanted to avoid, who may present a danger to you, who may, okay, again, I digress. I hope you see what I mean. I hope I could explain that well enough for everybody. If I haven't, I'm sorry. If you disagree, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion, and that's that. My opinion is everybody is entitled to theirs. The end. And for the reasons I just gave, especially so. I want to know those things. But again, that's just me. Okay, we're going to continue to power through. Then she has quick facts on, the DOJ and average, sentence time. Listen, Katie, we'll just keep going. Okay. Then she has, of course, the recording of him being arraigned or booked or whatever he was doing at that point. Then she has Jessa and Ben's statements. I won't read those. They'll be here somewhere, guys, so you can if you didn't get to yet. Now, all of a sudden, she's then also going to educate us on what terms we should and shouldn't use in regards to child things that aren't good. You'll see the image here. You'll get what I'm saying. Like she has, okay, I can't. I just can't. Okay. What I also really can't do is, that's what I forgot. She's also had multiple Instagram stories with flashing stickers and songs. She's basically celebrating this. So you are shoving it down their throats. Those poor girls. How dare you, in my opinion. Of course, you have your rights and you're entitled to do what you want to do. I'm entitled to think it makes you a person that I would especially want to avoid, just as much as anybody else that's doing things such a way. I'm sorry. Somebody celebrating, the turmoil others are going through in such a manner exemplifies to me the heart of said person, in my opinion. I digress. Then she has, I'm hearing from sources connected to Duggars that they told no one, blah, 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 blah. I think, we're on to Twitter now. I was like, wait, sounds like we're going backwards. That's why. Basically goes on and on and on, about the old investigations and whatever. Let's see. So, I mean, it's just post after post after post after post after post after post after post. Premiering now, was Josh Duggar hiding assets in shell companies ahead of indictment? Can we see your investigative work on that Freedom of Information Act, Miss Journalist Katie? Because then in the same breath, this is the other one. This is one of the other main things. She has the audacity. Now make this make sense to me and tell me we're not dealing with one of the biggest hypocrites that you've ever listened to. Okay, are you ready? This may be an unpopular opinion, but please don't punish Josh Duggar's siblings or cousin for his actions. They all still have families to support, but I'm coming after their income. The ripple effect of this charge could mean all of their brands are destroyed, which seems unjust given many are his okay? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry, guys. You guys know I don't even swear on here. It's almost like you want to look over your shoulder like, am I being punked? Is this a joke? Katie, don't punish his siblings and his cousin and blah, 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 and their brands might be destroyed, except you're going to make sure that happens because you got to bring up anything that you can dig up. You got to over and over and over and over and over again to the fullest extent because clicks and views, clicks and views, clicks and views. Send me super chats because just a few days ago it was send me stickers, send me this, send me that, because I was off because I had to be a mom. I'm not saying anything any further on that right now. Okay? But now all of a sudden it's like, there's my cash cow. But then to have the audacity when we've literally just read 20 posts so far? More than that? Who knows? All these videos, all these live streams, and you're going to have the going at TLC, doing this, doing that. Is he hiding this? Is he doing that? And you're going to have the audacity to say, the ripple effect could mean, and it's unjust. Then stop it. You are part of the problem that you're having the nerve to tell everybody else not to be a part of. Absolute absurdity. I mean, I've always thought, I find Katie extremely hypocritical, and I'm not trying to be nasty. You all know that. You all know I've extended olive branches in many videos. You all know that I have offered, good wishes, etc. It doesn't change the fact that I find this extremely hypocritical, and it's just getting to the point where it's every time there's something, it has to be taken to an extreme. And then she gets her little cult involved. It's just mind-blowing to me. It really is. But anyways, guys, it's just post after post after post after post after post. after post. I think there was, I mean, there's more and more and more. We'll be here for an eternity. I don't want to keep you guys that long because I do want to get to the YouTube. But the last one that I will talk about is where she says, Anna Duggar, please wake the up. Stop ignoring the red flags. Be a mom. And get the out of the Duggar's shed and run. One, she's likely going to never pay attention to somebody using that language because she is extreme with her faith. Just going to tell you that right off the top, Katie. So you're approaching it completely wrong. Two, if I was trying to help somebody that was maybe being oozed, see what I'm saying? Okay. Or, you know, trying to get them out of a bad situation or a bad marriage or a bad relationship or whatever it might be. This is exactly how I would not speak to them. Because it wouldn't do any good. I would build them up. I would offer them genuine care and empathy. Something that I consider you to lack. But that's just my opinion. I would offer them as much, you know, assistance as I could. I would be there to listen. I would offer an ear and a shoulder and a hug. And I would let them tell me when they were ready, and I would do what I needed to do for them. But also, Anna Duggar is a mom, Katie, every day. How dare you? Can you even imagine being pregnant with, not even like it's your first child, but it's your 7th child? And then this is what happens, and all of a sudden you're a single mom like that. So now you have 6 little kids to take care of. You are pregnant, already hormonal. You're a stay-at-home mom, so you don't have a job. Can you even imagine the stress? I can't even imagine. It's just mind-blowing to me. I can't imagine. It breaks my heart for Anna. I feel terrible for her. I hope that she's okay. I mean, I'm sure that she's not. So, you know, I get it. I you know, it's not even something you want to say because you know that somebody's not okay. I just hope that she finds her strength and her feet to stand up and dust herself off and realize none of this is her fault, her doing, that people do support her, that, you know, everybody wants her to be okay, everybody wants those kids to be okay, and that everybody wishes her the best. And I would just, you know, hope that anybody who does pray or does offer positive thoughts or vibrations or whatever would do so for her. Okay, so let's move to YouTube, guys, as quickly as we can for a few minutes because I'm just going to get angrier. So there's no sense in, you know, me doing it for too long. You can go watch it then unless she deletes it. You know, she's good at doing that with certain things. We'll get to that later. Either probably sometime tomorrow that'll be up. Because like I told you, we have other things to discuss. But I can't, or this will be 3 hours long. Okay, as we're starting at about 45 seconds into the video, we're probably not going to go for too long. I'll probably listen to part maybe and then just skip ahead, pick a random spot, see where we're at and her talking, and we'll go from there. But this is what it made me need to get it off my chest. So I apologize that a lot of this has been a rant, but I hope that, you know, it gives some perspective that, you know, other people see things a little differently. And, you know, there's certain things that need to be called out, certain things that I don't find to be okay when you're dealing with people who have been V-word. I don't think it's fair to keep at them. And this live stream was titled Jessa and Ginger Duggar. So of course we have to start with the girls. Take opposite sides. Fans demand TLC cancel counting on. You know, with Katie as the ringleader, in my opinion. But anyway, okay.
Right? There was a lot of stuff that happened, and I also understand that, I also understand that there's going to be a lot of content now that is going to be surrounding this case, and honestly, I am going to apologize like ahead of time, just because I know some of you are used to a variety of topics, but with everything that's coming out, I feel like there's just been this need to rehash things and to re-familiarize people, because this has been something that we've been following for such a long time.
Nobody needed you to rehash it, Katie. You rehashed it enough as it is. You bring it up enough as it is. Nobody needed you to do that. You needed you to do that because it gave you more content, more clicks, and more views, in my opinion. Okay.
And there's just been so much. So earlier today, just to make a few things, like a few housekeeping announcements for you, is that I created a playlist specifically around Josh Duggar. And it has, I think right now, like 46 total videos in it.
All I'm going to say is, Catherine, okay? Please do not ever comment on how many videos another creator made about you again. 46, 47 so far, and there's going to be more, plus the ones currently being done, plus whatever, as she still goes through her list, okay? Of just one member of that family. Hundreds when you count them all, okay? Don't ever comment again on how many, like, all they make is this many videos about me. But nobody wants to hear it. Nobody, okay? Okay. Keep that same energy. Isn't that what you tell everybody? Isn't that what you just told Michelle? Keep that same energy, Katie, for yourself.
I'll have more. I have to go through the stuff that is Anna related.
Leave her alone.
If you go into that folder, you will see the videos that I did almost from when the raid happened and what the rumors were at the time. And it's chilling because the rumors were exactly what it was. And it's, I remember getting a lot of hate for that. I remember like people being like, you're a liar, this, that. And it's like, you know, when you're doing a job and you like don't want something to be true.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, guys. You guys, and especially because you guys can go to her channel and it'll be linked down there to watch it all. It's an hour and whatever long. You wanted it to be true. So let's again at least be honest, Katie. That's all I'd ask of somebody. Just be honest. Just tell the truth. Just my 2 cents on that. But hey, what do I know? My apologies there again, guys. I had to help my little guy. So anyways, we'll continue. But I digress. So let's just keep going. Like I said, I'm going to skip ahead. So I'm just going to randomly slide on down through here. And we'll see. Let's see what she's saying here.
All right. So in 2019, the Duggars called this fake news, which, can we just talk about something? Gaslighting. Let's talk about gaslighting for a second. So narcissists, who I believe Jim Bob Duggar to be, they use a technique in their control to gaslight. Gaslighting is by means of the target, so the public, his motive is to make the public believe that the reality in which that they see is not in fact the reality. And they use manipulative tactics in order to achieve this belief, where then the public, the target, starts to doubt.
And that's where my internet wants to glitch, right where I was going to pause, so that's fine. However, you know, all I can say is, you know that saying, it takes one to know one. Maybe we'll just leave it at that. Again, I'm not saying it with hate or disdain or to be nasty, but total lack of self-awareness from the same person that, in my opinion, gaslights her subscribers and viewers and followers on the regular to whatever fits the narrative that she is using that day. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that at that. So you guys, that's what I wanted to share with you about this. It was just I need to get it off my chest kind of thing. We need to discuss why I think it's not okay to do all of this to these girls, to Anna. Given the stress that somebody must be under, becoming a single mother of 6 little children with no job while you're pregnant overnight, I can't imagine that stress. And then what that could lead to, that kind of stress in a pregnancy, and then to have people pile on and on and on and on. Like I said, it's not 1 or 2 videos. She's already explained that, and it's going to be many more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe, you know, maybe you want to see all of those videos. I don't know. I know for me, though, I don't find it okay. I don't find it okay to re-victimize those girls, make them consistently have to hear about all of this over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because it's not like it's just this time. She's always picking at these girls, always bringing things up, always going back to their past, always going back to the thing. So how are they ever supposed to get into a good space when you constantly have somebody determined to pull you back down so that they can step on you to boost themselves up and out? That's how I look at it. That's my opinion on it, and I'm going to leave that at that. I appreciate you if you hung out with me for this long to listen to my rant. I will link Katie's live below if it's still there by then. We have lots more to talk about coming up, so we're going to talk some more about Katie Joy and some other things. So that'll be a video coming tomorrow at some point. I am going to be doing a video on the TikToker Miss Ashy Cat, Ashley Reiner on YouTube is what her profile is under. And that might be a difficult one for me to get through. But it came up in my, I don't know if it's your recommender, or I don't know. Somehow I was watching something, and you know the videos that like come up like below whatever you're watching? That's how it came up. And yeah, I feel it's important to talk about some things with her, so I'm going to. I know there's other people doing certain videos. There's also people that, you know, are... I have my own thoughts, and I want to share them with you, so we'll have that conversation. I am going to do the reaction, hopefully tomorrow, to Tom McDonald. We're going to start going back to some of his older stuff and through, because like I said, I just really enjoy him, and it's nice to, you know, be able to get my mind somewhere else occasionally. Again, if you want to see more of the new designs, I think you'll laugh at some of the ones that I shared. They're on my Twitter feed. I'm terrible at social media-ing, so I don't post that often, but I did get those up. I think I shared 4 or 5 of the new designs, so they'll be up there. And again, there is this one in the light. It's hard to see, but it's like a heathered blue color that I have this one in right now. But it's the lips, and again, it says big truth, big facts, big. Hold on. No, I lied. It says big mouth, big truth, big facts, big freedom. I have some cancel culture shirts, some, what other ones did I share? Some that I think you'll find humor out of. You'll have to go check those out. Not going to tell. Lots. Anti-social justice warrior. I believe I shared that one. So you'll be able to see it. I'm trying to not name ones that I didn't share yet. I have a ton of designs coming. We'll just put it that way. And again, we will do a giveaway for a shirt at 500 and again at 1,000. So we'll be ready for that. And you can get it. You can pick whichever design you want in whatever size you would like. And yeah, but I will have these live in a store probably this week sometime. If there's something you want, you know, I'll make sure that I get those ones at least active for you. Price point isn't, you know, ridiculous. From what I've noticed, it's less than most of the merch that I've seen. So there's that. And of course, for my lovelies, I will have a coupon code when I do launch all of them officially together. So if you stay tuned and stay patient with me, you'll get access to that as well. And yeah, they came super quick, so I'm extremely happy with the company I chose to work with, and I look forward to making lots more, because in a world where it seems like less and less you can say what you need to say, it's nice to be able to express it sometimes, or to get some satire out of it, or to, you know, at least I think so. And I just think this one is super cute. I love the lips. I designed them all by myself. I didn't have help. Nobody did it for me. Nothing was made for me. So they are all made with love, and my thoughts and all of that. And I just appreciate you all so much. So yeah, we have lots of things coming up. Oh, and we also have coming up some stuff on the media, propaganda, the narratives that are being pushed versus factual data. And you know I come with receipts to those. You guys know that. Receipts in hand. We don't play that game around here. We don't play the hashtag activist justice for blah, 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 even though I'm completely off base and, you know, the officer was a hero. We don't do that here. We wait for the facts. We wait for the receipts. We gather those and we share accurate information. Can still be tragedies that happen. We can still be sorry that they did, but it doesn't change the truth of the situation. Just my thoughts. But anyways, guys, I've kept you forever. I'm sorry for that. I appreciate you so much. I am so grateful to all of you for being here. I look forward to talking to you in the comments. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I hope that Sunday is relaxing for you, that your week starts perfectly, that you accomplish a goal. I know that you can do it. You just have to know that you can too.